On Sunday we were to leave at 7:30 a.m. but we left after a coffee and light breakfast from Hotel Narmada at 8:45. We refueled our bikes at a nearby petrol pump. I put in 500 rupees of petrol, which filled up my tank. This was enough petrol to take me back to Ahmedabad. The range of my bike on a full tank is about 360 kilometers. Our first stop was to be the Karjan Dam and off-roading within the Shoolpaneshwar Wild Life Sanctuary on the outskirts of the Karjan Lake. The distance of this place from our hotel was only 6 kilometers. We reached it within 15 minutes going via a single lane village road. There is a Forest Department local office at the entrance of the sanctuary where one has to register the vehicle and pay fees to enter it. We paid 130 rupees per person and bike for the entry. This process took about 20 minutes, after which we entered the sanctuary. The road was dry and dusty. I had to keep a distance from the bike in front so that my camera lens does not get covered with dust. And as it is in off-roading, it is a good idea to keep a 15 to 20 feet distance from the other vehicle so that one can judge the road, as well as if the other vehicle is stuck or topples, you have a distance and time to react. This area is around the Karjan Lake and has a hilly terrain. The forest is not very dense and sometimes we can see the lake. We first stopped at an open view hut with a plateau overlooking the lake. It was a very scenic view and everybody took photographs and selfies at different angles and poses. We spent about 40 minutes and then rode to the next point, which was a ledge on the edge of the lake. the next point, which was a ledge on the edge of the lake. While the first viewpoint was high up in the hills, this was right on the bank of the lake. We lined up the bikes near the edge and took photographs, and everybody was enjoying the beautiful spot. At this spot, crocodiles have been spotted, but we did not have any luck. We spent another 45 minutes the Hanuman temple, where we drank some water and freshened up. I am a defensive and a safe rider, which comes with the age. The real challenge of these paths was steep inclines either in ascent or descent, and sudden turns at the end of each of these. Going down, you gather speed, and at the bottom, you have to suddenly turn right or left on a loose gravel. The trick is to use engine braking in descent and try not to use the clutch or any of the brakes as much as possible. And if you have to use the brake, use the rear brake with light pressure. From the Hanuman temple, after 35 minutes of riding, we were back to the local forest office. After off-roading, we went to the Karjan Dam viewpoint for about 15 minutes. Neelkanthdham Swaminarayan temple has come up near Poicha. We reached there at 1:15 p.m. in time for lunch. The complex is a well-built place. We took some photographs and went to the food court. There were a variety of snacks and thalis available at a very reasonable price. We spent about 1.5 hours there, and then we left for Karnali on the Narmada river. At Karnali, the others went to the Kuber Bhandari Shiv temple, and after that for a small boat ride. We left Karnali at 4:30 for Ahmedabad. We halted at Gallop's food court near Anand for about 45 minutes. We left for Ahmedabad. I reached home at around 8 p.m. and that was the end of our Statue of Unity ride.